Hey, it's the Zach Sang Show.
That's how we start.
We got Heather. We got Dan.
Hi.
We got Jorge Blanco.
Look at that smile. That's $1 million smile right there.
Isn't he beautiful?
Gorgeous.
So beautiful.
Your
Thanks, guys.
your soon-to-be wife is a very lucky lady, my friend.
Oh, you're
Seriously.
engaged? That's upsetting.
Yeah, I'm the lucky one, though.
First thing I said when I met him and found out that he was engaged.
Yep.
Sad.
Yeah.
Well, for me.
The single world lost a great one.
Yeah.
How was the ESPYs last night?
Great. It was so much fun. I mean, it was an honor to sing there. And yeah, ESPN has been great with all this, with summer, so it's been fun.
So what are we doing to prepare for a performance like that? Are we rehearsing? Do you know your movements?
Well, we had like a 2-day rehearse with the whole band just to get back to it, you know, take out the rustiness on it, and yeah, just warm up and go up there.
Like when you do a live performance, you do band and track, or you just band? What's your setup? How do you handle it?
We use whole band, and we use a little bit of tracks to make it like sound even fatter. You know, you
Got
have
it.
more stuff on it and just make it powerful.
Love fat things.
Yeah.
Totally understand. I do. Fat things are nice.
Agreed.
You're from Mexico, Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Nice.
You started on Disney Channel, like South America.
Yeah.
How'd you get into acting? Did you find them or did they find you?
It kind of found me. It felt like, you know, when Harry Potter finds the wand and kind of the wand picks you before
Yes.
you're like, ah!
Yes.
It kind of happened like that, you know? It just, this audition came up and I was like, I got nothing to lose, so I'll just go and try. And then boom, just happened.
And it was High School Musical selection.
Yeah.
I guess they were doing like a Spanish version of High School Musical.
Exactly.
Fun.
And they didn't cast, they did a competition.
Yeah, a reality show.
You made it into the movie, but you didn't win.
I didn't win, no. No, I got out like 2 shows before the finals.
But you were in the High School Musical.
Yeah, I was part of the movie too.
Did you watch the real High School Musical before tackling
I did.
this one?
Yeah.
What are the similarities?
It's pretty similar. I mean, a lot of characters are like kind of the same format. You know, you have like the guy that's like between sports and music, and the girl, and then you have like the 2 siblings.
Are the songs the same?
No, it's different. Different songs. Actually, we have like a couple like more urban Latin vibe songs, and the story is kind of different. Instead of basketball, it's soccer, of course, because Mexico is bigger. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
And okay, so from there, you end up pretty much on Violetta.
Yeah.
Which is I didn't even know the show until I met you in Vegas.
Yeah.
You filled me in briefly, and then I went to go do research.
Yeah.
A game-changing Disney Channel show in South America and in a great deal of Europe, right?
Yeah, it was huge. It was funny that they told us like, hey, it's crazy that this is the first time a show becomes so big globally without being made in the U.S. because most of the big stuff it comes from here. So we were like, okay, that's a big deal.
What was the show about?
The show is about like this girl that comes back from Spain back to live in Argentina, her hometown, and his dad is kind of like overprotective about her in the music world, and she finds this academy with all these kids, you know, that sing and all that, and she gets into this world. That's where my character comes into.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like victorious, but with more like drama and pressure from parents.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That's really okay. So that show runs for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
And then you have a whole tour attached to that.
Yeah, a big tour.
Back to High School Musical. Do you get famous in South America off that one movie, or when do you become a household name in that area? Is it not until Violetta that everybody knows your name?
Well, I mean, Mexico, yeah, like High School Musical helped a lot.
Yeah.
But then with the Violetta thing, it was like a huge global thing. Like the fact that I didn't go to Europe before Violetta, and then I traveled for the first time to Europe, and all these people talking different languages being like, Jorge, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is getting far. Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, you know a ton of languages. Spanish, English, Portuguese, French, and Italian,
And
right?
Italian, yeah.
At what point in your life do you learn all of those?
Well, English I started in a bilingual school when I was like 9, so that helps. And then, I don't know, I always loved languages, and I always liked a lot French. And then I got into all this Violetta thing, getting all these cast members from all over the world. And, you know, I have one of my best friends is from Italy too. And I just like, wherever I go, I just try to do my best to try to speak the language. Portuguese is because we'd filmed another show, a TV show in Brazil. I lived in Sao Paulo for like 3-4 months.
Oh, cool.
How fluent are you in these languages?
I Yeah, I can defend myself. Pretty much.
Wow.
Not French. French is the least one, but I'm trying to work on that one.
Well, Portuguese is almost close to
They're
Spanish.
all kind of similar.
Yeah.
Italian is the most close to Spanish,
Yeah.
actually. Like, if they speak
really?
slowly to you, you'll totally understand if you speak Spanish.
Nice.
Interesting. So like you didn't really like you learned English because of bilingual school, but everything else you kind of just picked up through life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
And now, who forced you to audition for this High School Musical reality show?
Well, it's funny because I loved the movie, like the original movie,
Yeah.
and well, I was more into singing then. You know, it's always been like my thing. But then I was like, that'd be cool, you know, to do musical and do the movie and dancing. That'd be fun. And then I heard about the buzz about the audition. I was like, oh, I'll look it up. And I found this website. It said like, oh, I'm sorry, we got like already like 60 people selected. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. So I kept on going with my life. I was in exams, in tests in school, and then I was coming out of school early, and my mom calls me and she's like, wait, I found the real audition. It's the last day is today. You want to go? And I was like, okay. And she was like, I brought clothes in the trunk. I'll pick you up and we'll go. And I was like, okay. So I just went. It was like super out of nowhere, and it just went there and happened.
And that moment changes your life.
Totally.
So
360.
but you were singing before then. You always knew you wanted to be a performer.
Yes and no, because I was super shy. I was a really shy guy, and I would just sing for myself at home. My parents were the only ones that knew that I would sing. The only thing I did once, it was like this fair at school. I was like 14. It was like a contest, and my parents were like, hey, you should try it. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. I sang like a punk rock song, and
Nice.
I loved it. And everyone in school, it was like, I didn't know you sing. And I was like, well, whatever. So then, and then in high school, I was like, I didn't want to stress out thinking like, what am I going to do for life? I was like, I'll just finish high school and then figure it out. I didn't want to like think too much of it. But then the audition came out, and I was like, I'll just go.
Like, why
Nothing to
not?
lose. Yeah, why not? And then boom, like the wand.
Did you know what you kind of like? Did you have a plan for life before that audition?
Not much. Like, I just wanted to like finish high school and see what happened. You know, I was trying to figure out. I was probably gonna go through the music lane for sure. I was like, should I go for music production, or something like that? I don't know. It was around that same area though.
And so High School Musical, the Spanish version happens, Violetta happens, and then one of my favorite moments of yours is that you come to America and you do the Disney Friends for Change game.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my favorite, every summer they would do the Disney Channel games, red and blue, and then they did green and yellow. Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
What is it like meeting the American Disney Channel kids?
It was crazy for me, like looking at all this, like part of my childhood too, you know, like being part of all that world was amazing for me. And I feel lucky I was like in the last one, because they don't do them anymore. I don't know why. Like, hey, Disney, keep on doing it. They're so much fun.
They really are. And they bring people together and they build fandoms.
Yeah, totally. So it was great to be there and just hanging out with all the Disney stars from all over the world. It was so much fun.
So if I'm like American Disney stars and I see you walk into the room, I might hate you, right? You're
maybe, because like, what is this guy doing here?
Well, you're talented, you're beautiful, and the only thing that they have over you is that they're American.
Yeah,
you know, were they assholes?
No, not at all. But I totally get, like, it was funny to get there and you know, it's their world and they all know each other. So you get there like, hey, I'm from Mexico, and they're like, okay, and you're like, okay. so
they had no idea who you were when you walked in.
No, totally no. Yeah, I mean, the ones I could hang out more, it was the ones that were on my team for sure. But yeah. Hey, they were nice though. It was fun.
What do we think about Disney Channel today? Because it's a different world.
It is different. Like, I think it's normal though. It tries to evolve with whatever is going on with the world. You know, like kids change now. All the streaming now is changing the whole world. You know, because I remember the first shows I used to do, like people. Like all the Disney people were like kind of like scared of all the, you know, social media, internet world. They were like, okay, just watch it. Watch out with having too much profile stuff going on there. And now they ask you to have it. They're like, oh, you should have a YouTube channel. You should have it.
They won't acknowledge you if you do not have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's changing so much.
The landscape is changing, and the shows, I feel like, have really changed. But also, I think like the audience, because everybody's on social and information is so easily accessible, I think kids are a little bit more mature than like when I was growing up watching like High School Musical and stuff. Like, I turned to High School Musical to like for knowledge, right, and to make sure, like, to validate that if you're different, it's all good. You know, acceptance is key.
Yeah.
And now people can get that from so many different areas.
Right away. Yeah. Totally.
So the shows serve a different purpose now. It's cool how it's evolved.
Yeah.
Violetta, they're bringing back. How long has the show been off the air?
The show's being for like 5 years almost now.
Wow.
Yeah. And they keep repeating it though. It keeps going.
Yeah, they're gonna milk it for a while.
Yeah.
And then in 3 years, they're gonna call you up and be like, "Hey, we want to do a spin-off, just like Raven's House."
Oh wow.
And all of the other ones. Is that something you're down to do?
Oh yeah, if it happens, I'll be super happy to do it. I mean, I clicked so good with the rest of the cast, and it's like it's a family now. So I'd be happy to go back with them.
And now we're doing music.
Yeah.
As of February, you sign a record deal with Hollywood Records.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, totally.
Why do we want to conquer America? You're doing so well in South America and Mexico. Got a great life, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like a new challenge for me. I was like, why not try something different? Go. All the stuff I've been doing before, it's been in Spanish. So I was like, why not try English and go try from scratch in the U.S. and see what's the legit reaction just with my music and see what happens.
See, I got to give you credit. If I was you living my best life in South America, I'd be like, wow, I need America like I need a hole in the head. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy.
Is it weird being in America where you're not as popular?
Well, no, I kind of like that. I appreciate a lot when people have just like a random reaction of whatever they listen to with this new artist, like they don't even know. So I kind of like that, because my fans are so loyal. I know they're gonna be there, and they've been there like all these years, and I appreciate it so much. But I like the fact just looking at just random new people reaction. I love that.
And you do get a chance to kind of like redefine yourself a little bit.
That too,
right?
Yeah. That kind of helps too.
Yeah.
Kind of be here and be like, this is gonna be me instead of being a character.
So what is the big difference between Jorge Blanco in America and Jorge Blanco in South America?
Well, there's that people know me for all these characters and
being on TV.
And I don't see it because a lot of people ask me like, oh, do you see like a bad thing for people like to recognize you as these like Disney character? And I'm like, no, because fans grow up with you and they want to see more stuff, new stuff, and totally social media helps. Helps them to get to know you instead of the character. They do all these like edit videos, like, oh, this is Leon, the character in Violetta, and this is how Jorge is.
Yeah.
So it's great they get that totally. And I think that's a difference. Like they feel already they're like family. Like they do all these posts on social, like, oh, we're proud of Jorge. Like they like
that's cool.
It's great. Like they're definitely part of it. Thanks to them, I'm here.
And they want you to achieve succeed in America. I feel like that's kind of like in South America and Mexico and a lot of places, around the world. When you build a bond with an artist like this, they want you to go ahead and follow your dreams.
Yeah.
They want to see you kill it in America because everybody knows that America it's the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
The records you released and are out right now, Risky Business. Great song.
Oh, thanks, man.
Digging the tie and the outfit and the suit and the microphone work. Very nice.
Thanks.
Are you writing these songs yourself? Obviously you're working with people, but are you writing these songs or how'd you find them?
Not these two, but actually like I kind of felt so good with these songs. Like they showed me these songs and I'm like, man, we gotta get these now, because those songs kind of helped me out to find a lane of what was gonna be the style of my music. I was like, if I get to do that in my writing and all that stuff, that'd be awesome. Like those could be those two songs when the typical question when they say like, which is a song you would love, like you would be like, oh, I wish I wrote that. I think Risky Business might be one of those, definitely. So I think that's why I wanted those songs. And be part of it totally.
And you serve a different purpose with these songs, right? Like you're bringing them to life. They become yours. You have to embody them.
Totally.
So Summer Soul is a single now.
Yeah.
Working in the studio, like what was your first feeling when they played you the song? I mean, obviously you knew you wanted it.
Yeah.
Did you how do you dissect a song like that? Are you listening for anything in particular?
No, I think that was like my first question, when I started writing and all that, I was like, what is it going to be my sound like? That was my first concern, because I want people to listen to something and be like, oh, that's kind of Jorge's vibe, or that's Jorge for sure. Like I wanted that, I didn't want to like to just put like a pop song out and just be trying to copy someone else. I want to
sound like everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to sound like me. So that's going to be like all the journey, all these 2 years writing, and these two songs kind of felt right for that. So all the rest of the songs have kind of like that vibe plus other different rhythms mixed on it, like a little bit more R&B in some of them. And
cool.
Yeah.
And the album,
supposed
to release in 2017. Is that still happening?
I don't know. We're figuring it out. I don't know. Kind of like with the streaming thing, we're just waiting to see what happens. Like either we have song by song after like.
Yeah.
We were gonna be having new material all the time. That's for sure. Material we have, like we got like 40 something songs ready to go.
Wow.
So we're trying to figure out what's gonna be like the format, either song by song or maybe an EP or maybe a full album. I think we'll let the people choose, what they want.
I think you need to stagger your releases.
Yeah.
People want things, not all at once anymore.
Exactly.
They want it in pieces and they want to constantly be fed.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah. People are hungry.
Totally.
Every week they need to eat something.
I know.
They need new music. It's crazy.
It is crazy. They're like, oh, that's last week's thing. You're like, whoa, okay.
Moving on. And it kind of, it hurts music a little bit, but it also keeps it, competitive and fresh, and it gives a lot of artists the opportunity to release music.
That's a good thing.
Why did you stay away from the whole Spanglish thing? Like, why are you only English on these songs?
I think just because I wanted to try something different and not to kind of like close myself in that world, I wanted to show like I can give all these other stuff, because the Spanish thing, it'll come anyway. I'm already working on a collab with another Mexican artist, and it's in Spanish.
Okay.
So I was like, why not start in English, and then because the Spanish is going to be there anyway,
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear a song like Bieber's version of Despacito?
I love they did that, because that opens the doors to do like so many new mixes, so many new Latin pop with American pop mix. So I'm happy that they're doing that, because that opens me to do more stuff, more collabs with other artists, and more Latin artists to come and cross over. And I think it's a great thing.
Do you get offended when you hear that Justin Bieber actually cannot sing the lyrics to Despacito?
Well, I mean, I know Spanish is a hard language, and
Says the guy who speaks 5.
Yeah, right.
Well, but I started with Spanish, and I heard a lot of times that Spanish is not easy to go to Spanish if it's not your first language.
I took it for 9 years in school and I know nothing.
There
Really
you go.
nothing.
Plus, if you don't practice, practice is everything. Like if you ask me right now to go fluent in any of the others, like I wouldn't be able, because it's been like for a while the last time that I spoke them. So I need to get back into it a little bit and then get it. So I would just call my friend Justin and be like, hey, just hang out. I'll give you a couple extra lessons and you're good to go, man.
There you go.
So then you know.
Yeah.
Because if you record a song, you should be able to perform it, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think they caught him kind of like unexpected.
Off guard.
Yeah, it happens.
There's Justin. By the way, Justin discovered that song on his own. He was touring in South America, and people were giving him so much crap over that, not knowing the lyrics. Yeah. It's a hard song to sing. I think I get the lyrics right.
It wasn't a concert either. I mean, if it was a concert, just
it was like a club.
It was a club thing. It was like, hey, like throwing the mic, and it wasn't official,
If he knew he had to sing it, he probably would know the words.
Exactly. Totally.
You got to give him 6 months to prepare.
Yeah.
I have my high school Spanish teacher's on vacation right now. So.
Do you read YouTube comments under your videos?
Yeah, I do.
Why does Poland love you so much? I was reading comments and everything is Poland. I'm like,
Poland, yeah, it was a big market for the show, actually, and they're great fans. We did a show for like 32,000 people. It was amazing.
But you're dubbed over, so it's not even your voice in all of these different
countries. They know the
countries.
songs in Spanish, like all the way. They
Really?
sing them all. You're like, wow, what's going on here?
Do they freak out when you speak and they're like, wow, your voice is way different on the show that I watch?
Yes and no, because like the same, like a lot of people used to see it before like it came out in their country, like look it up on internet and find it in Spanish and just
Got it.
Yeah, figure it out.
Did you have approval over the voices in all the different countries?
Like they sent me like
they'd be like, this is you in Poland. This is you in
I heard
France."
some stuff and it's funny. Like sometimes it's like, wow, it's totally different, and some of them are like super good match. I don't know. It's
Well, you want the match.
yeah.
I had a guy do that. When we used to do a radio show back in New York, it was a French company, and they took our interviews and they would dub them in French.
Yeah.
And the guy they got to play me in French was terrible.
Really?
Like even worse than I am in English.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, it could happen. You never know what the dub actor is gonna do. They could do like a total different thing. You're like, hey, what happened?
No.
Yeah, it's not gonna
I sound like
right
I'm
anyway.
crying, and I'm supposed to be mad. Or I don't know, something like that.
I don't want your interpretation of this role. I've already interpreted it, so you just match me.
It's a whole different world. The whole dubbing thing. It's
Yeah.
it ain't easy though.
Would you ever dub for somebody else?
I'd love to dub a character, like an animated character. That'd be fun. I used to do like dubbing in Mexico for like songs for Phineas and Ferb.
Okay.
I did a lot of stuff for
Oh,
Phineas and Ferb in
that's
Spanish.
cool.
Were you ever Phineas in Spanish?
No, I did like songs.
The theme
like,
songs.
Yeah, I didn't get to be there enough time to start doing like speaking voices.
Cool.
But yeah, it was fun though.
What do you think, original High School Musical, Zac Efron doesn't sing in the movie or on the album.
Yeah.
Somebody else handles the vocals.
Yeah.
Drew Seeley.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Like, would you ever even think about doing that as an artist?
Well, I mean, not me, because I think I would be, if you ask me now, I think I would be able to do it. But
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know the reason why that happened exactly, so who knows,
Zac Efron can't really
so
sing.
he's the only one who knows.
thought he
But
could
I think he sang in the second and third, though.
Did he?
He did.
I think maybe after
did.
there was like this giant backlash after the first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
I thought Drew Seeley did a great job.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
he's
he
a great
did.
singer, too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All these people in the whole Disney family, and you all are kind of connected.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Now, your fiance, she performs too, right?
Yeah, she's a singer and actress, too.
So you guys gotta know the whole world. Is it still awkward filming music videos when there's like girls rubbing up on you and seeing her do those type of things?
No, I mean, we both get it. It's not like we love it either. It's not like, yes, but...
What'd you do today?
Exactly. But I think that helps. The fact that we both work on the same thing, we totally get it. And yeah, and we've been together for so long to be mature enough,
How many years? It's been a while.
10 years.
Nice.
Okay.
How
Oh,
old are
yeah.
you?
25. I was 15.
Wow.
So okay, let's soak this in. So you're starting your music career here in America.
Yeah.
You have so much left to achieve, and you got a ball and chain, like you're tied down.
Well, no. I mean,
Yes.
Stop.
Like what? You're gonna
depending on what point of view you see it, though. I mean, not for me.
but you're still so young. You haven't been with anybody else in 10 years. Do you ever think of that?
People have told me that, but I mean, we broke up twice. That happened.
That's also a sign that it is going to work out.
Yeah, for some reason we came back,
Yeah.
So it works.
Were you hooking up with other people during the breakups?
A little bit, not much though.
So you hook up with somebody else for the first time after I don't know how many years you were in a relationship then. That's weird, right? A little bit that you're not hooking up with her?
It is, yeah. I totally, when we got back, it kind of it happened because it was kind of inevitable, It was for some reason, we kept looking for each other and we care so much for each other.
Wow.
Kind of happened, yeah.
And I watched your proposal. It was very nice.
Thanks.
It was good. You sang a song, but it was a duet. I thought she was going to get up and sing to you, and you'd meet in the middle. It'd be beautiful, but it's still beautiful. You look
Thanks.
good.
Yeah, because I hit the song for her for a year.
What? But
She never heard the song until that moment that I stood up and sang it for her.
You guys now need to cut that song together.
We did, though.
You did?
We did. I made her. She starts if you see the original YouTube video, she sings from the bridge till the end because I made her record it after. So
Got
it's
it.
it ended up being a music video kind of thing at the end.
How long do you prepare? Oh, by the way, he proposed to his girlfriend on a talk show.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not a talk show. It's this guy. He does a show on the internet.
Yeah. But it was a fake episode.
Yeah.
It was all.
Oh, the whole
made
thing was staged.
just for that. Yeah.
Got it. Were those her parents or your parents?
Both. The ones that are beside her are
Yes.
her parents.
Got
it. All the family was there. It was my parents, her parents. It was a thing hey, let's all come for summer. It was actually her idea, but everyone had already tickets to come to LA. She was like, oh, we should all come. And I was like, yes, it's her idea. That's great.
So is she in Mexico right now?
No, she's here.
She's here.
Yeah, she's
she
here.
living with you here.
Yeah.
And do you go to her dad before you proposed to her? Yeah.
I did. I wish I had the option to do it in person. I couldn't because we were always together when we were with them. I had to FaceTime them.
Yeah.
I know. It's that was the only reason. Yeah, because I was already planning it. So I was I have to do it now.
At least you asked.
Yeah, but what do you say to her dad? I'm prepared to provide for your daughter. I've
Not
loved
that
her for a
much.
decade.
No, I just told them hey, I got a surprise for you guys. Guess what? I'm planning to propose. And they were like, what? And I was like, yep.
Wow.
And they were super happy.
25 years old, tying the knot.
Yeah. I found her early.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Why not?
Where are you gonna be at your love life in 25, Zach?
Well, dude, I'm still a virgin at 24, so there's literally no sign of marriage.
You're gonna go
There's
from
actually-
here to married.
There's no sign of sex in my future as of now, so you need to have one without the other. But you've been together a decade. You're obviously planning to spend your life together. Do you do anything now to keep the relationship fresh, or do you ever feel like getting a little stale?
We try to keep it fresh, you always try to kind of flirt with the other person, trying to keep it, new all the time. Details are always like good. Once in a while, like a little surprise, and
It's nice.
yeah, it's nice to keep it fresh. And communication is always like a big thing. Even in this business, like sometimes we have to be away from each other.
Always got to
It's
talk.
hard. Yeah, exactly. Always talk.
I'm just looking at you thinking like, if I looked like you, I would just be doing so many things, so many places with so many people. It's crazy.
Well, keep dreaming.
I will dream or plastic surgery, I guess.
Also, I know everyone makes you beatbox, but you got to do it for us.
What, you beatbox?
I do.
I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah, I do beatbox.
Wow. You don't need to do it.
No, yeah,
I
you
can do it.
Yeah,
I
you
can do it.
Yeah,
You're like, no, you need to.
You must beatbox.
Okay.
Wow.
When do you learn like you can do that with your mouth?
A lot of just free time, just trying to do stupid things. Be like in the car or something, and then you're like, okay, that sounds good.
Have you ever thought about recording yourself and like putting in an actual song?
I've done it. Sometimes I write when I'm writing and just have like something like if I don't have much equipment, I just do the beat with my voice and with my
Now that's an advantage that you have that not everyone has.
Yeah, you're right. It could be like an advantage. Totally, writing it helps a lot.
Wow.
That was cool.
Wow.
Is that like a dream of yours?
I want to be able to beatbox so bad.
What do you like? It's all in your tongue and your lips.
Yeah, it's all practice. Like you like.
Yeah, damn practice.
Well, how do you figure out you can make a whoop noise by like flicking your throat? Like,
Okay, no, he flicked his cheek.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
It's all practice. It literally just being. It's like when you try to whistle when you're a kid. It's kind of that kind of stuff. You're like just trying until it happens. That's for beatbox. You just try stuff and spit for a little bit until it sounds good.
I can't whistle.
well, next time you're here, we'll go back and forth.
There you go. We will have a.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Is this going to be your new hobby?
Well, it's that and gymnastics. That's what I want to get into.
Are you?
Can you do that stuff too? You can do like everything. So you must be able to do like back handsprings, somersaults, flips.
Well, you're a gymnast.
Flips, I'm not. I love to do those. I respect them, so I haven't tried them on my own. I want to go with somebody to like really knows to help me out. I don't want to be like, oh, I'll try this, and then
Yeah.
I feel like you could pick it up real easily. You can do everything else.
I'd love to do it. Like I'm a big fan of flips and stuff.
Well,
Like that.
so you're not a gymnast.
I'm not,
Hey,
but
what-
I'd like to be.
And you just want to be a gymnast?
Yeah, I researched adult gymnastics classes recently.
Oh, damn.
I'm down. I'll go join you.
We'll go together?
I'd love to. I'll do it.
Okay.
Definitely. Let's do it.
I'm just picturing like somebody teaching you how to tumble. You can't even do that.
Well, that's why you need to take lessons.
Yeah,
somersault.
exactly.
That's
You need
like-
a pro to tell you like do it like this. If not, you'll break your neck.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
I know what not to do and my body's limitations, and I can't do that. And nobody wants to see me try to do that.
You can if you try, if you practice. Yeah, you can always do it. You have to join us. Next interview, it'll be fun. Let's do it in the
We'll
in that
beatbox
place.
and we'll flip, and it'll be the best interview ever.
That'd be fun.
Wow. Okay. I'll
He's like-
watch. I'll try.
Yeah,
and,
you
you know.
just sit back and watch.
You can play Pele.
Yeah. Jorge Blanco.
Yeah.
2 songs that are out right now. Risky Business, Summer Soul is the single. Great songs.
Thanks. Man.
Oh,
Thank you.
Seriously. Risky Business is my favorite out of the 2. I'm not going to lie to you.
Thanks.
Being real.
I saw you when you were at the ESPYs. I was wondering, are you a fan of American sports?
I do. I love American sports. I wish I had more time to get into it, like to pick up when is the game, and like I'm really bad at that, like finding when is it going to happen.
So did you know who was who? Like when Kevin Durant or LeBron James walks by, did you have any idea what was going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. I know a little bit of what I have to know.
Okay.
And do you bring the fiance to the ESPY Awards?
She came. Yeah, she
Okay.
totally came. Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Jorge Blanco. Thank you so much for coming by, man.
Thank you guys.
Thank
It's fun.
you.
Anything else?
No, got a lot of practicing to do.
Start working. That is a wrap. Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you, man. Thanks.